Spooky's happy though. She's hiding.
You okay? Am I choking you? Barking? Good morning. Happy Christmas Eve. There you go.
Afraid you're not in it, Shotzi. You're not tall enough.
She's in it with spirit. She's a medium, not a large or small.
Hugh's getting her.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I get pretty girl. Say hi, Tristan. Hi, Tristan. You're a pretty girl.
George is wagging.
Hi,
Georgie. Georgie says, I think I missed.
I'll be on your lap.
Good morning and Merry Christmas Eve. We thought we'd change things up a little bit today. So we wanted to do 3 generations, but Gwen's still asleep. She was at a Christmas party till 3 in the morning, so we'll try to catch up with her tomorrow. So you've met these people before, but this is my mother, Sally,
Good morning.
and my sister, Sally.
Hi, this is Conversations with a Corgi meets Breakfast with Spaniels.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we decided that we would let Millie have a little turn today.
She's beautiful.
Well, she is, and she never gets a turn. She's always on the floor. She's not happy up on the table. And the other Spaniels are watching, and they're kind of concerned about why they're not over here. Charlie was making some pretty grumpy faces.
Now he's given up. He's napping.
And Shotzi's too big to be on a lap.
So, I wanted to tell a story today and talk about, what was your most memorable Christmas ever, and what was a shocking gift that was a surprise that you never thought that you would get. So when I was in 8th grade...
You don't want Mom to tell this? She's so good at it.
well, when I was in 8th grade, our horses were diagnosed... Sally was in 9th grade. Our horses were diagnosed with equine infectious anemia, which is also known as swamp fever. And there's no treatment for it. And all the horses on the farm had to be euthanized. And so, when you're a 13-year-old child and your horse is being sent to the killer, it's pretty devastating. And that was, 1970. 71, jeez.
And it was
No, I graduated in 77, so it would have been like 72 or 3. But anyway.
It was the second largest outbreak of equine infectious anemia in the country.
Yeah, and the largest in the state of New Jersey. So there were about 20-some horses on the farm that were put down. And, we knew the day they were being picked up. And so the kids from the farm were all at our house. And, it was a very sad day knowing that we weren't going to have our horses anymore.
September,
And
August? It was August.
It was like 2 days before school started.
Right.
So it was very sad. And we didn't have any horses. And, we didn't have a lot of money, and my parents were saying, well, we can't afford to get more horses. They're too expensive to buy. And Sally and I had just gotten into starting to show a little bit. And talk about devastating. They really were our world. Mom would pick us up from school every day and take us to the barn.
Plus we had lost Spooky. She had been the first to die, and we thought it was old age before we diagnosed her. So then we had a new horse who we'd only had for 2 months before we found out he also had EIA.
Yeah. So we lost quite a few. So I'll never forget. We were driving somewhere. Well, I don't want to give that part away yet. So Christmas morning, Sally and I, all we want is horses, and the parents are going, no way, can't afford them. You're not getting horses. We're not going to do that again. So under the Christmas tree, what do we have? We have food buckets, brushes, halters, lead ropes, and
Blankets.
Blankets. Sally and I are thinking, gosh, these are the meanest parents in the world. We don't even have horses and they get us all this horse stuff. Like, okay, let's just cry some more. How can you do this to your children? I mean, it was horrible. I was so upset. And the grandparents were there. And I mean, what were you thinking while we were opening all this stuff? and we're so stupid we didn't catch on.
I know.
I think we were crying.
They had done a very good job of saying no horses can't afford it. That was enough.
So,
in spite of the fact that we had been looking at horses in September.
but we just, I mean, we're just dumb kids. I'm very gullible, so I didn't get it at all. So we go upstairs for breakfast with the grandparents, and Sally and I are like, oh, fine, breakfast. You know, and so Mom hands us each an envelope. What was in the envelope?
A poem. And I'm not a writer. My two daughters are the writers, but they take give to their father. He's a good writer. But we made up a poem, and the poem was telling them each that they were getting a new horse. And they didn't catch on right away.
No, so here's the first, I only remember the first two lines. I wish I'd saved it. The first two lines of mine are, I am your brand new pony. My name is Bo Kiki. Didn't get it. The first line is, I am your brand new pony. Didn't get it. I read it like four, and she kept looking at me saying, read it again.
Yeah. It wasn't a lot of crying and happiness. It was still like, what the hell's going on?
So, I mean, I had to be the stupidest child in the world.
Mom, meanwhile, is crying and smiling and laughing with happiness, but we're still...
I still cry when I think about it because it was such a happy experience.
But it was a happy experience. So, of course, then the rest of Christmas Day, we froze our butts off out at the barn playing with our new horses. But
mine hadn't even really been ridden.
No,
Mom
hers was an untrained 2-year-old. What were we thinking?
Chestnut Arabian.
We didn't know anything.
Sarah Richard of Harlech.
Mom was leading him around the yard there as I was riding him.
But the funny thing is, what I started to say before, is we were driving in the car like a month before that, and I needed a tissue or a chapstick or something, and so I grabbed Mom's purse, and I started going through her purse, and she just lost control, and she just started yelling at me, saying, get out of my purse! You're not allowed in my purse! And I'm like, since when?
I remember that.
But the receipts for the purchase of the horses and their Coggins tests were in her purse, and so she didn't want me to find them. And I just thought she had suddenly turned into like Mommy Dearest. I was like, wow, she's so mean.
For you ever again.
Oh, we're gonna get a belly rub? Okay, we'll get a belly rub. Mill says, hey, if we're gonna be on Breakfast with Spaniels, we're gonna make it count. So. But anyways, that really was my best Christmas gift ever. Do you have a memorable, like something that you got that you totally didn't expect? I know you did one for Dad's parents where we sent them to Hawaii.
Yes.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one. So they're opening gifts. They got a pineapple. They got some Lay's.
There's the same kind of theme here. Give you a lot of stuff that reminded you of the place you want to go, but you're not going.
Right, because they had been to all the states, but they had never been to Hawaii.
Right.
And so they just gave them all these things that were Hawaiian. But, and then so after Christmas is all over, they're like, oh, well. And then they handed them the envelope with, here's your plane tickets.
And
they were so happy. They had
your dad's mom did not get it either.
Yep.
It took, I mean, she, even
Our
when...
family, when you say
Even
no,
when she,
we really think you mean it.
even when she got the tickets, she didn't understand what the tickets were for. It was a flight to Hawaii.
They had such a good time. Took beautiful pictures of flowers and
So, but anyway, so if you guys want to post...
and then there was the mini Christmas.
The mini Christmas.
When Lucky came.
No, that was Gwen's birthday.
Oh, that was
for Gwen's
That was her birthday. For
No,
Gwen's...
that was
Gwen's birthday. We took the whole 4-H club
Right.
to the miniature horse farm. And so we just told the 4-Hers that we were going there to see the miniature horse farm and to meet all the miniature horses. And so there was a local farm that had over 100 of them. And we went walking through the field, and we were touching all the horses, and they were coming up to us. And it was Gwen's 7th birthday, and we said to her, and we had bought our farm right before that, so we had plenty of room. And so we said to Gwen, well, you get to pick out the miniature horse that you like the best, and we're going to take it home with us for your birthday. But then what happened on your 65th
I feel
birthday?
like it was Christmas and we went in
Yes.
the barn and she had a bow on her. Was that one of the other ponies maybe?
Yeah.
On my 65th birthday, we went to the Barnesboro Inn for dinner, and that's when Gwenny, for my birthday, she gave me Lucky.
Her miniature horse, little Gwen. So how old would she have been then? She was 10 or 11?
It was when I was 65, so
How old are you now? 80?
80.
How old's
so
Gwen? 24?
15 years ago.
16 years difference. But anyway, so Gwen gave her miniature horse to my mom for her 65th birthday.
And now it's Mom's pony Lucky,
Yep.
who she
Yep.
said she'd prefer to take care of rather than cook any day.
Mom does all the barn work. That and the freeloaders.
I enjoy taking care of the
You do.
animals.
Those chickens are not freeloaders.
They're not freeloaders anymore. They're
Yeah.
making eggs every day.
Getting 8 eggs now.
Love our egg freeloaders. So today is cookie baking day at our house, and it's a little bit crazy when we do cookies. So, and Hugh is making his super fantabulous, fantastic, wonderful pecan pie cheesecake today
Oh boy.
for dinner tomorrow. I'll post pictures. It's really yummy. Okay, everybody have a wonderful Christmas Eve. Go do something fun. We're gonna. Oh, bless you.
Bless
We're
you.
gonna make cookies. Oh, she sneezed all over you.
Melly.
The other spaniels are feeling very left out. Shayna has a very sad face.
Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Yeah, pretty girl. You were a star today, huh?
She is so mad.
Did you have your breakfast?
Melly.
I never had so much attention.
Look at her cute nose.
Oh, she's feeling a little out of sorts with.
But she's up. She's snuggling.
Here's Charlie Bear. Scouty man.
Wave again, Biz. Toby Corgi is not the only one who can wave.
Oh, your itchy? Got it. See, got the itchy place. Got the itchy spot, huh? Yeah, got that itchy
We say
spot.
Merry Corgamus at my house.
It's a Colgamus Christmas, huh?
Corgamus.
Did you have your breakfast? Shotzi hasn't eaten yet.
Merry Christmas!